Well, stocks tumble for a second day as financial markets suffer the biggest two-day drop since the pandemic.
The economic fallout from President Trump's tariffs has heightened concerns of a recession and a global trade war. The Dow Jones Industrials fell more than 2,200 points, erasing more than a year of stock market gains and wiping out trillions of dollars in investor wealth. And the price of nearly everything Americans buy is about to go up.
John Fenoglio is here now with a look at the fallout from Trump's across-the-board tariffs. John?
MB Micah, it was another brutal day on Wall Street. Market-wide losses over the last 2 days now total some $6 trillion. Businesses and consumers are increasingly worried about higher prices on everyday items as a result of these tariffs. Tonight, though, President Trump is not backing down. Tonight, stock markets plunging for a second straight day as the turmoil over President Trump's tariffs reverberates around the globe. The Dow dropping more than 2,000 points, or 5.5%. The S&P 500 down nearly 6% at close. The Nasdaq also down nearly 6%. This after China announced it will impose its own retaliatory tariff of 34% on all U.S. exports. China also banning 11 U.S. companies as fears of a global trade war or a recession grow. The Trump administration downplaying the uncertainty.
Businesses around the world, including in trade and global trade, they just need to know what the rules are. Once they know what the rules are, they will adjust to those rules. So I don't think it's fair to say economies are crashing.
The president at one of his Florida golf courses Friday, touting a positive jobs report on social media. The U.S. added roughly 228,000 jobs last month, but the numbers are based on a survey conducted weeks before Mr. Trump announced new global tariffs. Also on social media, the president calling on Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell to lower interest rates. Powell out with a troubling prediction.
We face a highly uncertain outlook with elevated risks of both higher unemployment and higher inflation.
Bankrate senior economic analyst Mark Hamrick says Americans will soon see higher prices on many everyday items.
The price is going to go up.
He also says the Trump administration is in denial.
They're basically saying is don't look at that, think about something else. But, this is actually real value that's being erased.
More GOP lawmakers voicing concern.
One of the big three told me last night that the impact of these tariffs will be the average prices of all of their cars will go up $4,500. That when you go and buy an American car from a big American company.
Meantime, Senate Republicans voting today to advance a bill that would enact $4.5 trillion in tax breaks and $2 trillion in federal spending cuts, which Mr. Trump approves. Some financial analysts estimate the GOP plan could add $5.8 trillion to the U.S. debt over the next decade. Democrats argue the tariffs are a tax on working Americans to advance the president's tax cuts.
These tariffs are not about trade deficits, trade barriers. They're not about the behavior of adversaries. It's about raising money to fund a tax cut for the rich. That's what they're about.
The financial uncertainty prompting J.P. Morgan to raise the risk of a recession to 60%. President Trump tonight posting on social media that tariffs will supercharge our economy and that, quote, only the weak will fail. Back to you.
John, thank you.